Okay guys, welcome back to episode 5 I think. It's been so long since we've been doing, or since I've been doing this, because my laptop's been overheating because it's been really hot here, so I had to take a break doing it. But hopefully it works today, and if you're watching this then obviously it has worked, so that's a good sign. But we're going to jump straight back into it as if that we haven't had a long break and see what we have to do. So let's go and jump into our Notion here, into our episode plan, or our project plan rather, and see what we have got to do. So let me just check what episode I previously filmed. So if we go here, let's see what episode was released. Okay, so episode 4, cool. So that is add in more starting platforms, so the game starts with an astronaut on the platform. So let's go see if that works. So it should do, because you can see that they're here in the game view. Where's the music gone? Okay, so let's try and play this and see if it works or if it's too slow. So it's working fine now. Cool, so that's perfectly. We still have to fix this jump because we don't really want the astronaut to be able to just keep jumping out of the scene. So we'll go and fix that probably in the next episode. But what we want to do today is let's go and look at our. Can tick that off because we did that in the previous episode, I think. I can't even remember. It's been so long. But in episode 5, we're going to focus on the UI and the game updates. So let's see what we have here. Make some of the platforms disappear after astronaut has jumped on it. So I feel like we've already started doing that. So let's have a look at let's open up our scripts here. Let's open one of those. And if I remember correctly, I don't know if I released that episode, but we tried to do this, and because the my computer was lagging or being slow, we couldn't really test to see if it worked. So if I drag this into here and wait for that to make that full screen, and then put that side. So let's have a look and see. Okay, so that's not okay. Good, that's all gone. So let's see, where do we put all of this in? Platform collider. Let's jump in and see. So I remember us adding in a boolean is landed, which is over here, and that determines if you've landed on the platform, and after you have landed on the platform after 3 seconds, which is over here, it should go and destroy that platform. So after what I'm going to do is I'm also going to add in a debug. So let's go and say debug.log if this works. And this is the reason why we took that break, because things are not working. So let's cancel or dismiss that and see if this works. So we should, over here we should be saying debug.log and then just platform is destroyed. So they might actually be destroyed before this destroy platform is being called, which would explain why we're not actually seeing that. So let's say platform destroyed. We'll add that like that, and then we'll jump back into Unity and see if that actually gets called. Hopefully it does, because then we know that that is working. We may just need to change the time limit that we set to be destroyed after. So we might have to make that about one second, just so that we can actually see it. So if we go and press play, and we should see in our console over here some messages being logged that should say platform destroyed, I think. Yeah, platform destroyed every time you stand on a platform, and then the is landed is set to true. So let's go and do that now that it's loaded. So the platforms are being, or are they being destroyed? Let's see. Okay, let's push this to the side over here somewhere, just so that we can play, but we're actually going to play from the play from the, what's it called, the scene view, not the game view. So I'm not actually looking here, I'm looking over here. But you can see that the message is being logged, but the platforms are not actually being destroyed. So I'm gonna try one that's up here, just to make it so we can see if it actually works. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So okay, so that platform has not been destroyed, so clearly it's not working, but our message here is being logged, so that is kind of a good sign. So we'll close that, and then in here, what do we need to do? Let's see. So in the update method here, let's go and see. Okay, first of all, I'm going to try something else. Let's play this again, and then we're going to check after we've landed on a platform that's up here. We are going to figure out which one we are on. So let's add a new platform here. So let's pause that. Oh, pause it, not go out of game mode. I'll have to do that again. So what I want to do is I want to land on one of the platforms, and then what am I doing? So I want to land on what is happening? Oh, I'm in the game, not in the game view. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to land on one of these platforms. Eventually we'll get there. And let's try the next one that lands. Okay, we'll use this one. So we'll pause this here. And now let's figure out which one we're on. So not that one, not that one. Okay, it might be this one. This one. Okay, so we're on this one. Is landed is not checked, so that's the problem. So let's see, update. Okay. I think I know. Actually no. If is landed. So obviously if is landed is true. Call this, which it is calling. But where we're actually setting the is landed is equal to true. So that must be in platform collider. Yeah, so that's right here. So it is being, or is it? It's not being set. Because let's have a look and see. So false, 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 false. Okay, so they're all false. So we might have to move that into somewhere else. Platform collider, okay. So let's see. And on our platform we have update. Okay, so we might have to put the update method in here. So we'll go and do that. So let's do this. We'll take this out just for testing purposes, and we'll close that off there. And then we'll just do this quick, or cut that out like that. So the only thing in here that we want is our speed, and then in the update we only want our the line of code that moves the platforms from the top to the bottom. So we'll save that and then go back into our platform collider here, and then we will paste all of that in here. So we'll leave that like that, and then this is the code that destroys the platform. So for that we want to create an update method. So let's go and say update, and we'll paste that in there just like that. We'll get rid of that. Cool, so let's get rid of that, and then we can get rid of that I think, yeah. Okay, no, we can't get rid of that, so that should be fine. So in our update method, it checks if is landed is equal to true, and okay, so whenever we collide with one, it's going to set is landed is equal to true. So whenever the update method is called, and that is after every frame, it's going to check if that value is equal to true, and if it is, it will destroy the platform after 3 seconds. But just for testing purposes, I'm going to set that to 1 so that we can see if it actually works. So let's jump back into the game, and hopefully now it works. So we'll clear that, and then we'll restart this just so that we can have a fresh game. Make sure you click in your game scene, otherwise you can't play the game. So we'll click in there, and let's see if we land on a platform. We'll pause it quick before it gets deleted. So let's see, not that one. Should be that one. So okay, so we can't see the platform that is landed variable now because it's not on this, is it? Let's see, collider. Okay, well so it is working, but it's not destroying the entire platform. It's only really destroying the collider. As you can see, some of our platforms here have a collider on, and the ones that we've collided with and isLanded is set to true have been destroyed. Those are these three. So let's see what can we do to destroy the entire thing and not just the game object. So this is a platform collider, and let's see, destroy game object dot, let's see, can we destroy a parent? Let's find, where's Google? Let's Google it. Unity destroy parent. Let's see. Destroy parent when child. Yeah, so that's exactly what we want. Destroy transform. There we go. Why did I think of that? Let's try that. So let's see. Transform dot parent dot game object. So hopefully that works, and the entire platform is destroyed. So let's see if this works. So if we shouldn't be, okay, we'll just start the game from the beginning again, so we get a fresh game. So let's see now, as soon as the platform that we're on at the moment should be destroyed. So we'll see. Okay, so it is destroyed, so that's good. That's perfect, that's what we want. So you can see if we land on that one, obviously it gets destroyed after a second, but we don't want all of them to be destroyed. So, and also we want it to happen a lot quicker. So let's try and say, we'll create a new private float destroy what are we going to call it? Destroy time. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. You can name it whatever you want. Destroy time is equal to 0. We'll try 0.5 for now. Add an F at the end because it's a float. And then what we want to do is we want to only set so we want to set isLanded is equal to true on every platform that we land on, because that's obviously what happens. But we don't want to destroy all of them. So what we can do is we can add in like a random, we need to try and randomize it. So what we can do is we can go and say, where is it? Destroy platform, destroy. Okay, so first of all, let's get rid of that because we know it's working. And then if isLanded here, we'll say, well, let's create a new, actually no, we won't do that in the update method as well. Otherwise, it's just going to be doing it every single frame. So in the destroy platform here, we will say int random is equal to random dot range, and we'll give it a range between 0. It can be anything. It depends on how often you want it to happen. So if you want it to happen 50% of the time, you obviously go 0 between 0 and 1, and we'll either choose 0 or 1. If you want it to happen a lot less, then choose a bigger range. So let's say between 1 and 5 maybe. So we'll keep that like that. And then in here we will say if random is equal to, or let's say equal to, well, it doesn't really matter, equal to 2, then we can go ahead and destroy the platform. Or what am I going to do? Yeah, we'll leave it like that for now and see how often that works. So we've given it a range between 0 and 5, so that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 6 digits. And it's only going to destroy the platform whenever it lands, or whenever the random number that is generated is equal to 2. So what's that? Don't know. Can't work out the math quick. 100 divided by 6, whatever that is. So let's go and play this 20, I think. No, something less. So we'll play this and see how often that happens. Okay, so let's see. We're in our game here. So if we jump on our platform, okay, so that one was destroyed. That one's also destroyed. So clearly they're not working. Actually, wait. Did we do that right? Let's see. Destroy platform. If random is equal to 2, destroy. So let's over here. Let's say debug.log. Random, just so we can see what number we are getting. So we'll save that and then we'll jump into here. I don't know why that should work. There's no reason why that shouldn't be working. But let's have a look and see what number we're getting printed. So okay, so I know what's happening now. The only problem is, how do we fix it? So instead of it generating one number, it is being called multiple times, and that is because it is being called in the update method, which is called every frame. So it's not being called only when you hit the platform, which was what we wanted to do. So we'll go ahead and delete that. And instead of making it in that method, we will go and say private random is equal to 0 for now. Or we need to give it a type. So random int is random int. What am I saying? Private int random. It's been a while since I've done this, so forgive me. Private int random is, we don't really have to set it, so we'll go and just initialize it like that. And then we will, in our collision here, where we set the isAnd is equal to 2, we will see if it works in here. So we'll paste what we got rid of in there. No, we won't, because that's not what we want. So here we will go and say random is equal to random dot range, and we'll give it a range from 0 to 5, like we had before, like that. And then we'll destroy the platform every time it is equal to 2. So hopefully that works. Let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to print out, even though I have a feeling that this is not going to work, I'm just going to do it anyway. Print debug.log, and then here we'll say, what is it called? Random. So we'll save that just so we can have an idea of what's actually happening. We'll go and print that out and see if it works. So we'll play that and make sure we're in our game here so that we can control our little astronaut. Okay, so 3 0. Okay, so it kind of is working, so that's fine, that's working nicely. So that's all good. As you can see, just trying to figure out, I think it is working, so that's nice, that's perfect, that's what we wanted. So we can get rid of the debug.log because we don't want that. But what I noticed is, I forgot what I noticed really, so let's see, hopefully this doesn't disappear. What I noticed is it is obviously printing it out every frame, so that's not an issue because it's checking to see if the if the platform has been landed on, so that is fine. But what we want to do is, if the platform is landed on, we don't really want to do anything. So before we set is landed is equal to true, in here we'll go and say if is landed, well, not that, where is it, if is landed, or rather if it's not landed, so we'll put an exclamation mark in there. So if it's not landed, we'll go ahead and do that, and that should, by doing that, that should fix our score bug, because now it will check to see if the platform has been landed on, and if it has, then don't do anything. Don't destroy it if the number is not 2, but also don't increase the score. So let's go and see. We'll play this and we shall see if this works. So clicking our game here. So let's see. First of all, we need to zoom out of here. Okay, well we don't really need to be playing this in our scene anymore. So let's just put that there quick. Oh, okay, never mind. We'll put this over there if I can get there. Okay. So let's try 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 15, 16. Okay, so you can see that our score is not going up every time we land on a platform, which is good. It only goes up once as soon as we've hit that platform. So that's exactly what we wanted. And you can see that our platforms are not all being destroyed all after half a second, only some of them are. So that one's not destroyed, that one's not destroyed, that one's not destroyed, that one isn't, that one isn't, that one isn't. So it's all that one was. So it is all random. So that is perfect. So I think that will wrap it up for today's episode, because that is 20 minutes and we got quite a lot more than I thought we would get, seeing as I haven't done this in a while and I actually forgot. But we will take that off, make some of the platforms disappear, and then we actually fix that, which I wasn't planning to do today. So in the next episode, in episode 6, we will do, okay, what do I do? Let's just pop that over there. Like that. So in the next episode we will probably work on the astronaut's jump, only allowing the astronaut to jump once, I think. We'll have to try and figure that out. Whenever the astronaut is landed on something, so whenever they're standing on a platform, they will be allowed to jump. So we'll figure out how we want to do that exactly. And then what we also want to do is I also want to add in some break particles. So if you watch the breakout episode, or the breakout series, where we created a game that destroys blocks, whenever you destroy those blocks, let's just change this quick. So whenever we destroyed those blocks, the actual block like kind of broke into particles and it kind of fell. So we're going to try and do something similar to that, and I do know that this is a space episode, so there's not really gravity in there, but in this game there is gravity a little bit. So we'll try and figure out how we want to fix that. But yeah, it seems to be working now that it's not so hot here anymore, which is good. So I think we will carry on with our schedule as normal and see how things go. But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. So let's just make one final check here and see. Yeah, so that seems like it's it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like the videos as well if you like them. And even leave a comment on what you think I can improve on, anything, or just a nice message, or yeah, whatever you think. But yeah, that's it for this episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. Thank you and goodbye.